What's good, y'all? You know, it amazes me how out of touch with reality a lot of people are, especially when it comes to religion and what people believe. Religion causes division. How does religion cause division, you might ask? Well, you got to ask yourself. Let's just take, for example, being that most of the people that probably watch me are black, and most black people was raised in the church and under some form of Christianity. Where do you think denominations came from? Are you familiar with what a denomination is? I used to be Christian. I am a spiritual believer now, as at least what I consider myself. I'm more so spiritually inclined with the universe. So I don't particularly believe in a being in the sky, or heaven being this physical place that you go to after you die. I somewhat believe that heaven and hell are what you make it, and anything after this is after this, because nobody knows what's after this after you go. But as far as denominations go, in Christianity you have what they call Methodist, Apostolic, Baptist, Catholic, Seventh-day Adventist. I know I'm missing a couple. I got to be missing a couple, but all of these denominations claim Christianity. But all of them believe just a little different. Like, for instance, Seventh-day Adventists. Oh, well, you can pray to God on Saturday. Someone else believes that you pray on Sunday. Apostolic believe that women are supposed to wear dresses that don't are below the knees in the church, or I guess all the time when they do wear dresses. You know, it's different stuff. Catholics, they pray to the Virgin Mary. You know, but all of these people, they claim Christianity, and you have to ask yourself, well, if it's all one religion, shouldn't it be all one religion? What is it? It's like people broke off into different cults and put their own twist to how they feel the religion should be, or I guess to meet certain standards. Like you water down what you claim, or what you say you believe that biblical God said, to meet your own standards. And so you have all these different denominations because at one time there was a group of people who had got together and they tried to build a church and a place of worship. And there was too much ill will. There was too many different opinions, and too many fights, and where people couldn't come to a form of understanding. Nobody was willing to compromise. So one group of people, one person or two people might say, you know what, I'm gonna go over here, man. I'm gonna start my little stuff over here because I believe this. I can't do this because I don't believe that part of what they believe. And I'm like, if you all believe in the same religion, how can you disagree with what someone is doing if you're going by that book? If you're going by those basic instructions. I mean, that's what they say the Bible means, basic instructions before leaving earth. If you're implementing that in your everyday life, if everybody who claims Christian is implementing that, how can you not agree on the same level when it comes to that? So basically, you got a group of people who feel one way, or feel so strongly about how they believe the religion should be or how it should be practiced. And then you have other groups that claim Christianity who believe it should be practiced certain ways. And so they divide. They break off into different sections and make different churches. Now you got all this different shit. But everybody says they believe in God and claim to God and Jesus, and if not Jesus, the Virgin Mary and all that. You know, it's confusing. It's confusing. I mean, like, think about it. That's just one form of division. Then you have people who think a certain way. Look at how they look at, or look at how they view other religions. Look at how they view the people who believe in other religions. Religion keeps you inside of a box. It doesn't allow you to think outside of the box. Because whatever it is that the religion tells you to believe, you're supposed to believe it. And it's taught, and it tells you that anything outside of that, or any believers outside of what you've been taught to believe, is a negative term. Is a negative term. Any religious group has a negative term for an opposite religious group. If you ask them what they're called, I guarantee you, all of them do. Muslims call Christians kafirs, and what Christians call everybody non-believers. It's like, how are they non-believers? Because they don't believe in what you believe. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's division. Oh, you don't want to go over there. They ain't right. They the devil. They gonna burn in hell. Always trying to condemn somebody to burn in hell. Because everybody don't believe that after you lose your physical body to where you can't feel no more. That's why when you touch a dead person, they don't move, because they don't feel. So you're dead now, and after you're dead, you're going to feel a burning pain in a dead body. So because everybody don't believe that, you demonize them because they don't believe what you believe, because a person doesn't want to believe that there's a physical God or has gained the knowledge to prove that what they've been taught was bullshit. Now see, because you don't understand someone, or you don't understand something or a certain topic, or what a person is saying, because you lack the knowledge, the first thing you want to do is condemn them as crazy. If you're not condemning Christians, if Christians ain't condemning people to hell, they calling people crazy and non-believers. All because someone believes different. Well, how about this? How about religious people start judging people on their character and the way that they treat people, right? And the way that they interact with people and their deeds, like how they treat their fellow man, and how they help their fellow man, instead of what the fuck they believe in. You know how many people that claim to believe in shit is some of the most demonic motherfuckers out here? Are you serious? Are you kidding me? Y'all ain't never seen no crooked pastors? Y'all ain't never heard of no crooked pastors? Never? That you seen in the club drinking or something, or picking up some hookers, or, you know what I'm saying, scamming the church? You ain't never seen that? But they claim this, they claim that. It's because you go by the religious shit has you so brainwashed that you can't even, you'll put aside your gut feeling. You'll put aside your intuition for religion. And religion causes division in every aspect that you think about it. It's divisive. This shit is crazy, man. And everybody's divided. Everybody's thinking that their way of looking at Christianity is better than the other people's way of looking at Christianity. But they all supposed to be in the same church and believe in the same God. Why the fuck are y'all separated then? Bring it on in. Come on together. What the fuck is going on? It's crazy. And then everybody else outside of that, they ain't shit anyway. They gonna burn in hell too. Everybody gonna burn in hell in a dead body that you can't, after you can't feel, after you've already left the body. Your spirit, it no longer inhabits this body. That's why you don't move. The energy that controls this body is no longer inhabiting this body. Wherever it goes, we don't know. Unless you died and came back, you don't know where the fuck it goes. You can think or feel whatever way you want to feel about it, but the reality is, unless you've died and came back, no one knows where your spirit goes. But we know it ain't in here. It ain't in here after you go. Shit, man. Come on, man. People can't as when you become an adult and when you develop what is called common sense, and you can look up things for yourself. You can go behind what a pastor is saying, or you can go behind what anybody is saying. You don't just accept anything, especially when it don't make sense to you. Come on, man, you gotta think. And it's like most people, to be honest with you, they don't even read that Bible. I know they don't, because it would make them either dumb or evil, or one of the two. I don't know, because you can't be reading what I've read in that Bible, because it's like y'all be skipping past verses and shit. I don't get it. No one cares about Isaiah 45 verse 5 through verse 7. No one cares about the fact that in verse 7, that biblical God that y'all claim to believe in clearly states that he creates good and evil. Never once mentions Satan. Never once. Now, in that verse, if you read it, Isaiah 45:5 through verse 7, if you read it, tell me that God is not clearly stating that he and Satan are the same individual. Why you think God is emotional? How is God emotional? God created everything, the Alpha and the Omega, knows the beginning and the end, what's going to happen before it happens, how many, the number of hair on every individual's head that he created, knows all this stuff, knows what you're going to do before you do it, but when you do it, he gets pissed at you and says, if you keep fucking up, I'm going to send your ass to hell with the devil and you're going to burn down that motherfucker. Even though you didn't ask to come here, that's where you're going to go. Because I'm mad, I'm angry. Well, God, you didn't have to make it like this. And God, you can change this. Because the Bible says that God can do all things, right? This isn't blasphemy. I'm just reiterating what's in the Bible. This is not blasphemy. And even if you thought that it was, to hell with you. It is what it is. If you don't like to accept the truth, that's fine. But the thing about me is, I don't just be talking like these pastors. I can prove to you that what you were taught to believe isn't your religion. It isn't for black people. I can prove all that. I can prove that all of these religions derived and were originated in ancient Greece. All of them. All of them. If it's a religion, ancient Greece. I'll get my paperwork straight. I'm gonna have a little philosophy video with y'all, man. And I'm gonna point out some stuff to y'all so you can go and research this stuff for yourself. If you even want to, because you know a lot of y'all got the ostrich syndrome. You got your head down in the fucking hole, you know, and you just sit there and just hope that everything's okay when you pop your head up, that the problem is gone, and it's not gonna know. It is what it is, and you still got to deal with it until you die. So, you know, so take this truth and handle this truth. Life is a lot more harder than this truth. Trust me. It's a lot hard. It's a lot more tougher shit you gonna have to deal with than hearing this truth, because that's what it is. That's what it is. Shit. What, are y'all waiting for the lightning to strike or something? Goddamn shame, man. For real. It's sad. All this division. I'm better than you because I believe in this. You like this, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that. Ain't nobody perfect, but somebody always an expert on telling and judging other adults and telling them what they should and shouldn't do. I mean, if somebody's, we all have done evil shit, but you know, you got different levels to evil. You know what I mean? Of course, man, no child molesters and rapists and murderers and arsonists and people who, armed robbers and stuff like that. Of course, no one should have to deal with that sort of thing as a citizen, but like I say, at the end of the day, we can't turn a blind eye to things, and we can't keep lying to these children. These children ain't safe. We telling these children that they safe out here, man, and they're clearly not. Children are being abducted daily. Damn near 500,000 children and black women get abducted a year, and it don't even make the news. I wonder why that is. Make you think. This is stuff that you can Google. Google it. Google will show you that. Google don't show you everything, but it will show you that. Google it. Google how many missing children and missing black women and children go missing a year. And when you look at the number, get back at me. Tell me I don't know what I'm talking about. It's right there for you. Now, I don't believe everything Google says, because they do kind of, fabricate certain things, but they ain't got no reason to fabricate nothing like that. And even if they did, you gotta ask yourself, why doesn't it make the news? Then you start hearing all this weird stuff about these pedophiles and people that work for the government that's into, man. I'm telling you, man, people got to start waking up. The children are not safe. Nobody is safe. Nobody is safe. And it's up to us to protect us and our own. If you sitting up there and you want to wait, I'm going to tell you something, man. If your kid is in the street playing and you ain't near your kid and a car comes by and you think that because you go to church that everything's always going to be okay and your kid ain't going to eventually get hit by a car, if they playing next to the road all the time, you're out of your fucking mind. And a lot of people are out of their mind. You got to snatch your kid back. Get your ass away from that road. Get your ass back here. Get up here on this sidewalk or play in this yard. That's up to you as a parent. What the fuck you got arms and legs and feet and a brain to think for if everything is up to God? Or the God you believe in. Judging people off of what they believe instead of how they treat you. So you'll let the pastor dick the shit out of everybody. Carry the shit out of everybody. Rob, I ain't saying all pastors are like that, but a lot of them are. Rob the whole damn church. Yo, to keep going back for more abuse, more abuse, more abuse, more abuse. Keep going back. Motherfucker that's telling you the truth about that, you'll condemn him to hell. Or condemn them to hell. I know it's a couple of females out here, man, that's sharp and know what's really, really going on. A lot of them, unfortunately, they not in my area, but I know a couple of females, man, who can relate to what I'm saying. It ain't just niggas, who know what it is. It's some females who sharp, man, and they think outside of the box. They broke out of them brainwashed shackles that they had on everybody. And it's a lot of people that still got to break free from that shit. Judge people based upon how they treat you, man. Judge people based upon how you see them interact with others. Huh? Judge a person off of their heart, man. The content of their character. Fuck what they believe in. Hell, y'all love Martin Luther King. Martin Luther King claimed Baptist. Martin Luther King smoked more cigarettes than a little bit. And was cheating on his wife. But y'all hate Malcolm X, and Malcolm X, when he came into his belief and what he believed in as a person, He was a faithful man. He did no drugs. He did no drinking. Huh? But people hate him. He don't got it day. But the sinner does. The guy that, it's just how I go, man. And that's the image that they want to put out there. Now, for example, what he believed in didn't make him the person he was, because look at what the other people, I'm talking about Malcolm now, look at what his other so-called brothers, who eventually had him murdered, look at what they claim to believe in, and then look at their actions. See? Their actions were totally different, and their belief and their way of living was totally different than that of Malcolm X. Totally different. But they all claim to believe in the same shit. See what I'm saying? So you judge people based off their work, the content of their character, their actions. You know what I'm saying? Religion causes division. It's a fact. Everybody's all divided and flip-flopped. And oh man, come on, man. Nobody wants to take responsibility for what they do. They want to blame it on the devil. When it's something bad, it's the devil. When it's something good, it's God. God don't make no mistakes in all of this. But God sure allows the devil to do a lot of shit, don't he? God watches over babies, and well, that's what he's been doing, is just watching lately. Just watching, and then get mad when you do shit. I'm gonna create these people, and then when they do something bad, I'm gonna get mad at them, and I'm gonna send their asses somewhere to burn. But I love you guys. God is all loving. The fuck kind of love is that? See how that belief system goes over into your relationships? Now motherfuckers think abuse is love, because that's what religion teaches you. Religion teaches you that abuse and pain and suffering is love. This is why there's such a large number such a large number of abused women who stay in abusive relationships. Seriously. Y'all gotta excuse me. I'm driving to this job real quick, and I wanted to get this video out. So these sharp turns, my phone's swinging, this phone holder. So it's kind of toxic in a way. You know, in your mind, you normally wouldn't deal with something like this. You're thinking, but you feel that because you've dealt with that so much that this person gotta love me. Person beat on you and then tell you they sorry and they love you and they want to hug on you and stuff like that. As soon as you piss them off again, it's the same old shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like you know what I mean? Emotional roller coaster. That's what a lot of people dealing with right now, man. And all of that stuff, I can say stems from religion, what people believe in. What most of these people believe in. People can't even think straight or make the proper decisions that they would normally make as a person using critical thinking skills, because they're using religious references and they're reacting off of emotion. No facts over feelings, just straight emotions. You know what I'm saying? And that's a problem, man. I'm about facts. All that emotional shit, man, you can hold that, especially as a grown person. You can hold all that emotional shit. You feel me? Like, come on, man. Facts over feelings over here. Facts over feelings. Real shit. We gonna never get it together, man. You ever see black people? Does anybody ever see black people actually uniting? As much as we hate on each other, as much as a lot of us don't want to see each other with anything, or see a person that grew up with you surpass you, or even be on your level, because let's keep it real, a lot of black people, I don't understand it, but a lot of black people don't feel like certain black people should have shit. And that's where a lot of hate comes from. I don't know if they feel like they should have it, but they don't feel like certain black people should. Like, you shouldn't have that. I remember when you was doing this. I remember how you got that. You know, you see black niggas mugging. Nigga got a slick whip, you know, come through the hood or whatever. You got niggas that don't. Even certain females that do that shit. Certain black women, you got certain, I mean, you know, they see a white person driving the same whip, they pointing at it. Oh, I like your car. All that bullshit. But if a nigga, I ain't saying all black people like that, man, but it's just crazy how the mentality, man, it's just crazy. It's just crazy. I don't know if we were taught to, in slavery, if we were just taught that, because it was a time where if you were caught trying to learn or attempting to learn how to read, they would lynch you. They would lynch you. They didn't want you to learn any type of rhetoric, any type of, they didn't want you to be educated, period, at all. So, I mean, I don't know, man. I think a lot of this way of thinking, this modern day way of thinking, stems from slavery, because a lot of people still have that slave mentality, that house nigga mentality. It's crazy. And I'm gonna tell you something. Even though I'm light skinned, I'd have been a Phil nigga. But the thing about it, I wouldn't have been a Phil nigga for long. I wouldn't have been a Phil nigga for long, because I'd have been a runaway slave. I'd have been one of the runaway slaves. You know what I mean? But we'll talk about that on my next topic, my next video. Slavery was a choice, and I can prove it. Yeah, I know a lot of people ain't gonna be feeling that one, but I mean, it is what it is, you know. I mean, y'all probably ain't. A lot of people ain't feeling this, especially black people. People just have a hard time with accepting the truth, especially when it's coming from certain people. I noticed that it ain't always everybody. It's certain individuals. It's not always what's being said or how you say it. A lot of times, it's who's saying the shit that people have a problem with. Black Dr. Phil, and I'm out.